Hello, I'm Noel, psychotherapist. Sorry, bit of a frog in my throat there. Welcome to my blog. A brief video. It has to be brief because I can't really go into this subject in any depth in this video. It would take a long time. But it's about conflict in relationships, particularly our intimate relationships. Conflict is an inevitable part of human relationships. That's the way it is. But it's not something you should artificially generate. Living in conflict all the time is going to be very damaging. But equally, avoiding conflict at all costs is going to be equally as damaging. So that sense in which, if you're in a relationship where you're sort of walking on eggshells around somebody, that will actually produce trauma symptoms in you and codependence, all sorts of things that you don't want in your life. So if you're in that situation, my advice is really clear to you: get help and get it now. Don't wait till there's a lot of psychological damage and emotional damage to you or your children if they're around there as well. But there are ways of reducing conflict in relationships, and it's this sort of tectonic, explosive conflict. You know, tectonic is about how volcanoes are formed in the earth when two bits of the earth, one bit goes underneath the other, tectonic plates, and it produces friction and explosions along those fault lines. Well, you can look at that as a metaphor in your relationship and look at where these fault lines are and adjust them in your relationship. And I talk about them in the work as the sort of value base, the assumption base, the unconscious assumption base that's going on within each individual. And then just making that more conscious and more aware in your relationship. What are your values? What are your boundaries, your bottom lines, your non-negotiables, your hopes, dreams, desires? Making that explicit will stop that sort of tectonic volcanic eruption because you've misinterpreted each other. When we misinterpret each other, we can perceive each other as a threat to our existence. There's this sort of basic fundamental sort of psychology going on here. So working together to look at those things, just map them out, will reduce unnecessary conflict in a relationship and allow you actually to start building goals together, common goals. And also respect differences as well. That's very important. You can't expect the person that is in your life on an intimate level to just do everything you want. There has to be give and take. So on that, I'm going to give you a little saying for today, which is, for today, I will be open to negotiating conflicts in my relationships. I'll find balance between giving and taking. So for today, I will be open to negotiating conflicts in my relationships. I will strive to find a balance between giving and taking. Great. See you again another time. Bye-bye.